Hey, Jessica Berry, 87. Good morning. How are you? Hey, Collective, good morning. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. Sorry about that. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoing. Love does not delight in doing evil, but it rejoices in and with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. Love always wins. Good morning, Collective. I am QUAN Yin, and this is Love of the Highest Vibration. So I'm gonna jump right in, but I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a tarot reading thing, a pulpit, or what it is. But I just wanted to give a quick word or testimony, whatever you want to call it. I felt like they wanted me to share. It's just a simple gratitude to help people that are trying to develop more gratitude in their life. Okay. Gratitude is more than, and this is for somebody, it's more than just being thankful for the things that you monetarily, physically, have, your money and food and stuff. It's for things that some people really, really, really take for granted. Case in point, I like to walk, okay? Where I am right now, at the moment, I don't have a car. Okay, so I have to rely on taxi, motorcycle, moto, or I have to use my two legs and walk. Okay, now while I of course have the money to catch a cab or a moto because it's inexpensive to where I need to go, I don't, because I enjoy walking. Okay, when I was still living in Georgia, I had my car. Okay, I had money for gas. That wasn't an issue. To get to the grocery store and back. But yet, when the weather was nice, I would walk about a total of 5 or more miles to the grocery store and back, holding bags in both hands. Okay. So I did that. Some people are like, I like to walk, but not to go grocery shopping. You need the car for that. I did that because because of how I'm built, I need to get that out my system. I need to walk for miles and miles and miles. Like you put a bird inside of a cage, and it's not natural for a bird to be inside of a cage because it has wings. It's meant to fly. It's not made for its DNA. For me, I'm of East African descent. I have to be in an environment where I can walk for miles and miles and miles, or hours and hours. Like, that's how I am. I need to be able to just walk for hours and hours and hours. Sometimes I'll go into a trance while I'm walking, and that's how I'll get my downloads, okay? And it cleanses my energy walking as well. So I was just thinking, even though I don't have to walk, what if I didn't have the money for a taxi or a motorcycle or even a vehicle, and I had to rely on my body only to be able to go to the store to get groceries, to get stuff to wash my clothing, or to take my clothes to be washed, or to go to pay bills, to go and take care of things having to do with my gas, electric, phone, and handle my day-to-day business. What if I didn't have the lung capacity? You understand? You forget how heavily you rely on your health sometimes in order to survive in the world. And you take for granted the fact sometimes that even, a lot of you have cars and transportation, but if you didn't have the cars and transportation, and you didn't have the bus, and you couldn't catch a taxi, and all you had to rely on was the strength of your lungs and the strength of your legs to get you from point A to point B. There are people right now that can't do things for themselves because of their health. It could be any type of condition they could have at all. and they literally have to rely on other people to push them in a wheelchair, or they literally have to rely on other people to take them somewhere because of an issue with their legs or their feet or their lung capacity, their breathing. It's a whole bunch of things. And you forget what a blessing it is to have good health so you can take care of things in your life you have to take care of if you don't have any means of transportation. And we forget sometimes to be grateful just to be able to have our health. So that's just a point of gratitude that I just wanted to share with you all really quick. It was a realization I had. Now I went on a very long walk this morning. I walked to the airport and back, and it's not a long walk to me, but to other people, it might seem like it. But, this is just who I am. I need big open spaces where I can walk for hours. I just need that, okay? That, or I won't feel right. I won't be able to settle myself. But if I couldn't do that because of my health, and I had to rely on other people to do things for me, whether it was something wrong with my hands or my arms or my lung capacity, my ability to walk up and down hills. You know how your heart rate, people have heart issues. You know how your heart rate increases when you're going up a hill. You understand? I live in a land of many hills. But nonetheless, the fact that I'm able, to take advantage of my health, my good health, my lungs, my strength, my ability to be able to endure my lungs to expand, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Because I know if I don't have anything else, I see people that have to walk to the waters to still get water from like places where they carry water in containers and things. Because everybody doesn't even have money to go to the store to always buy water. What if you didn't have the one thing that you really need to survive, which is your health? You understand? So I just want to share that point of gratitude. Don't forget the little things. It's a blessing to be in good health, to not need assistance in you being able to utilize your own body to get things done you need for yourself, even when you don't have money or even when you don't have the means, a car, transportation, you still have legs. Some people don't have the health to be able to walk for miles, the health or the breathing or the strength, okay? So I'm done, okay? That's enough with my long-windedness. I just wanted to share a point of gratitude because every morning that I wake up, I'm gonna be honest. And I'm not saying it just to try to sound, she's trying to cliche or nothing. I'm not. It brings tears to my eyes to think about how many different disorders and things that other people have. And people are so unappreciative because they can't drive a certain type of car. You understand? They're so ungrateful and lack gratitude because they can't be seen in a certain type of car. They have a car, but it's not a certain type of car. And there are people with all kind of sickle cell issues, kidney issues, all kind of issues that prevent them from even being in the health to pick up their kids from school. You understand? And for me to wake up every morning in my right mind with my lung capacity, with my strength and my endurance to use my body to move and go to the places I need to visit without assistance from anybody, on my own, without having to be dependent on nobody, just for physical help, never mind money. It's such a blessing. And people don't see the little things like that, okay? So there's your point of gratitude. Now we talked before about soulmates, okay? Now, and past life enemies are soulmates, okay? Think of soulmates like brothers and sisters. Confirmation. Think of your soulmates like brothers and sisters, okay? Everybody thinks, it's romantic. No. Just soulmates are people that you have reincarnated with lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. These are people you've already been interacting with in different ways already. So your soul knows these people. And this is why you're born in the same community with some of them. This is why you end up working at the same job with some of them. This is why you marry some of them. This is why you're born into some of the families. Whoever I'm talking to right now, you have a past life enemy. Oh, no. Someone that you dated in the past, has a past life enemy, and your purpose in that person's life was to wake that person up. This is a soulmate of yours, but they also have a soulmate, and it was a karmic that they were in a relationship with, because this is someone that has not evolved past their ego and their lust. So this is someone that's stuck, they're not enlightened yet, that's supposed to be, okay? And this is a soulmate of yours that you know from beyond this realm that you're supposed to trigger and come across and help wake up. These dramatic situations with the fighting and jealousy and people harassing you, all these situations are orchestrated to help wake people up out of their slumber spiritually and have awakenings. You understand? Because all you're here for is lessons. You ever met a good man or a good woman that was good in every way? Nothing was wrong with them at all whatsoever. They had everything in line, good job, good credit, a good attitude, high vibrational. You meet this person, they're very attractive, but you do not feel attracted to them at all whatsoever, and you're single and they're single, but nothing's clicking there. You know why? Because there's no lesson there for you to learn. The ultimate goal is for you to master yourself and to be able to be completely alone, okay? But that's later on when your soul is getting closer to the time when it's ready to evolve from this earth. You understand? But the point is, sometimes you run into people that when you're single that have everything you would ever want and need, but you just don't feel a connection to them. You don't feel drawn to them. And the reason you don't feel magnetically drawn to that person is because that person doesn't have any of your lessons inside of them. You are attracted to your lessons, believe it or not. And that could be in face recognition. You don't know why you're attracted to a certain type, a certain prototype, a certain look. But intrinsically in your subconscious mind, you're wired and programmed to be attracted to your lessons without realizing it. You smell pheromones. You pick up on certain things, okay? There are some people that you're instantly attracted to. Why? Because there is a lesson inside of that person. And as soon as you start dating them, the button is pushed on that lesson and the lesson opened up and it's beginning. You understand? Like an online test that you have to take about fishers and email every year at one of them jobs. You know, y'all know them jobs you work where every year you got to take, you know, the test about emails and scams and things. And once you start, you have to keep doing the damn test until the shit is over, 20, 30 minutes, whatever. You can't stop. But the point is, sometimes you will run into people, we're talking about soulmates, you will run into people sometime that they have everything you would ever want and need, but you just don't feel the connection, and it's because they don't have any lesson for you to learn inside of them, okay? The point is self-mastery. And the reason that you interact with your soulmates, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your cousin, your husband, your ex-wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your friends, the reason you interact with these people and interface with them is for them to mirror things to you that you need to be able to see and learn about yourself so you can work on them, okay? So sometimes it's not a lesson there. It's not because you don't want a good man or you don't want a good woman. It's when you understand what you're here on earth for, you're attracted to certain people and drawn to certain people because you're always constantly learning, and that person doesn't have a lesson for you. Both of you might be on the same level. You understand? And this is like the spiritual aspect of like a relationship. Like, I don't know why I don't feel anything for this person. I met them. It's nothing wrong with them. Oh, you just don't want a good woman. It's plenty of good. No, there's no lesson in there. That person doesn't have a lesson for you. You understand? So what's going on here is there's a soulmate of yours that you know from a past life you dated for a short period of time. And the only reason you dated this person was so that you could trigger an awakening in them, okay? Because this is someone that does not know how to balance their dark and light energy. And this is someone that cannot or has not yet learned to have control over their ego. And they don't have control over their sexual energy. So this is someone that's making a lot of bad decisions that's keeping them stuck in their south node, okay? and they were stuck with a karmic. And we had a discussion on my live before about how sometime your past life enemy that you wronged in a past life, they don't come as a sword drawn enemy or an enemy with a gun or a known enemy to you. They come as a lover, the best lover of your life. They come as the fattest Instagram model looking chick, disguising themselves as your true love. And they got the perfect shape, the perfect clear complexion. You know, they look gorgeous, a beautiful dimple smile, perfect body, everything. And they're just completely head over heels in love with you, and will do anything for and to you, and they love bomb you, and this, that, and the other. Man, this could be for a man looking good, a woman looking good, but this is how a past life enemy gets you back, by being in your life and by blocking you from becoming enlightenment and getting the lessons that you need. You understand? Now, they can also come as your mother. They can come as your mother, because your mother can really, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse on this platform, because I don't curse on Love of the Highest Vibration. I give you guys a break from that, okay? Your mother, who can completely screw up your life, because she's the first person to condition your brain and your mind, okay? Your mother can be a past life enemy that sets you up on the wrong path on purpose, or might be a worst enemy because she's jealous of you. Your father, you come through with past life enemies as your brothers and your sisters. You understand? Because an enemy needs to reincarnate with you to be close enough to you, to know how to block your enlightenment, to hurt you, to harm you. So you dated someone that was deeply, I don't want to say love, this is lust, but this is someone that doesn't and can't distinguish between love and lust. Whoever this energy is, this is someone that was deeply in lust with the woman that was trying to pretend to be you and embody your energy, whoever you are, okay? And this is a woman that's younger than you and very attractive. Now, the thing about it is, in a past life, this masculine that you dated was a woman. And this woman was either a younger sister, a maid, or something in a past life, okay? And these were two women in a past life. And what this person you dated did to this woman in a past life was she got pregnant by someone that loved her and she loved. And this man was going to marry her. And she did some spell work to break up her marriage, make the man leave her and ghost her and go away so she could stay home with her. She could have been her younger sister, or she could have been a sister, a cousin, I don't know, a mother, but it was two women, a servant, a maid, because she just wanted to hold on to this woman to torture her. So this was two women in a past life. And in this life, one of them was someone you dated as a man, and the karmic is the woman that was pregnant, and the person that you dated is who actually did a breakup spell and caused the father of their pregnancy to go away, and they be left at home as a single mother. So her way of getting him back in this life was to reincarnate with him as his lover. He was a woman in a past life. These were two women. But in this life, she played his karmic, and she blocked him from having real love, and she blocked him from getting on his path of enlightenment for his lessons on purpose by seducing him. And she knew exactly what she had to come looking like in order to capture his attention and to keep him in a mental imprisonment in lust for her, okay? And by gaslighting him and love bombing him, looking like what she looked like, you understand? But it was all a karmic trap. When you dated this person was triggered by something inside of you, whoever you are, okay? When you dated this person, you triggered something in them. And this person became obsessed with your energy, and they became obsessed with your light, and they didn't know why. But all they know is they need your energy, because your energy is amazing. It's something amazing about whoever you are. Okay. And I'm picking up like high priestess energy in whoever you are. And you, as a high priestess, or the type of energy you embody, your high spiritual ranking, you triggered this person, okay? And you saw this person wasn't right, and you got away from this person, okay? But this person didn't want you out of their life, okay? And the karmic wanted to destiny swap with you, because once this person had been exposed to you, this person fell in love with you, okay? And the karmic knew that no matter how good she looked, it was something inside of you that she didn't possess that was also keeping this man in a mental imprisonment about you and your power, okay? Now, your power was actually meant to trigger this person to figure out what it was about you, why they couldn't walk away from you because of your power, okay? And you got away from this person, but the karmic and them became obsessed with you and started stalking you. Both him and this woman has been stalking you, trying to energy harvest from you. She's been trying to copy your energy and all kind of things to keep this man in a mental imprisonment, okay? To keep this man bound to her. Because in the conscious mind, she doesn't know why she's doing this. She thinks she's just gonna get money and get him to take care of her. She doesn't realize that in her subconscious mind, she knows this man from the past life, okay? But either way, she's been trying to get this man to get you into a relationship where you would be a third party and she would be in first seat, like a first wife. The two of them have been having a fantasy about being in some kind of weirdo relationship with you, okay? Where she would be like a first wife, okay? And he wants her to keep you in line. In other words, he wants you to submit to her, and she would be like in charge of you, and she would abuse you and tell you when to sleep with him, but you're not gonna have any intimacy with him. He's not, even though I'm some kind of first wife energy or bottom bitch. Excuse me, you understand what I'm saying. This woman, because this man really, really is addicted to your energy, she wanted to be in some weirdo relationship where you would be underneath of her and she would be in charge of you, okay? And he was expecting her to keep you in line, and you would give him whatever he wants, and both of them would give you minimum, and you would be like a third party to them, and they'd be taking all your energy in some weirdo. It was something weirdo going on. Whoever you are, you didn't know nothing about this because you were living your life, minding your own goddamn business, drinking your water. But this is what's going on in these crazy people's head. Like something like that is even possible. They were thinking that she was gonna bully you into being in a relationship, a poly relationship, where he would have sexual access to you, but he wouldn't spend any time with you. He wouldn't have any intimacy with you, and you would be treated like a household pet or something. And he was relying, she talked this man into giving her some kind of power or authority to abuse resources that she had access to, and power and energy to go get you for him, and to beat you into submission, and to make you a part of their threesome or whatever they have going on. And you would submit, and you would just have sex with him, but you're not gonna, he's not allowed to talk to you. She wanted you in a Handmaid's Tale scenario. Okay, here you go. I was trying to find the right thing to think of. If anybody saw the Handmaid's Tale, if anybody watched the Handmaid's Tale series, this is kind of like what this weirdo woman, this karmic past life enemy of his wanted. She wanted you to be in a relationship with them and him to have sex with you, but she wanted to be able to oversee it to make sure there's no intimacy so he can get your energy. Okay, weirdo stuff. Now, you didn't have nothing to do with any of this. This is all stuff going on in their retarded heads because you are so far removed from this foolishness. Okay, but they started spiritually stalking you because this woman was coaching this man on what to do. She was coaching him on alpha male strategies to utilize on you to try to see if they could capture you, affect your self-esteem, and they could trap you in some kind of way. In the meantime, whoever you are, you haven't been anywhere near these people. You've been living your life. I don't know, maybe these people have been driving up and down your street like weirdos, peeking at you day in and day out and spying on you spiritually and doing weirdo stuff. These people have been haunting you, spying on you, trying to figure out how it's something weirdo happened and you cut this person off when you realize that they were weird. Okay, whoever you are, you realize this person was a weirdo and you cut them off. Okay, but him and this karmic energy, because he won't stop talking to her about you, because your whole interaction with this man was so he could have something to compare. You understand? I think the Prophet Muhammad said, if you give people a glass of dirty water, they're going to drink it because the human body needs water to survive. The human body is not going to survive without water. But if you put a dirty glass of water beside a clean glass of water, of course you're going to choose the clean glass. This man didn't have anything to compare to, okay? So how could he trigger an enlightenment if he doesn't have anything to compare to what toxicity he grew up in and the type of women that he was used to dealing with and being around? This is the reason why certain people are attracted at certain times in your life to soulmates, but only for a period. We run into people in life. Some are in our life for a season and some are in our life for a lifetime. This man was only in your life literally, possibly for literally a season, like a winter season or a spring. This man you dated possibly for literally one season, and that was it. And the whole reason for that season that you were dealing with that person was to give them something to compare to the karmic women that he's dealt with his entire life. So when he got a dose of your energy and so suddenly doors flew open, his finances went up and all this stuff happened, he was supposed to have an awakening. Wow. That's what a divine feminine is. And to have one in my life is to be financially adept, to have doors open and opportunities to have good health, financial protection. Man, I want to keep you. And that's when the karmic went crazy. Like, okay, we can keep her like a pet, but she's going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. We're going to use her for energy. You understand? And he was like, okay, karmic. We'll turn this into a thing where you're the main woman and I'll make her the karmic, because I've never experienced a woman like that. And whatever this dodo bird did or said, it made you completely cut them off and run in the other direction. But this person realized you were the key to their abundance because you're a divine feminine woman. So that's when the pursuit of them trying to get you back in their life began. And that's when the lessons began. You understand? That season that you had in that person's life was so that they could be triggered into their awakening. Their awakening consisted of trying to recapture you after experiencing you. After experiencing you, they lost you because they didn't have the skills to keep a divine feminine. Okay? And you learned some areas in your life where you needed to put better boundaries and discernment. Yes, it's a constant lesson for us and them, regardless. Whether you are in the upright or whether you're operating in your higher self or lower self, and you can be operating out of your lower self due to self-esteem or due to lack of boundaries or what have you. Making excuses for things that should not be tolerated with an overactive heart chakra. You understand? So whoever this person is, they were triggered by you. They didn't have the skills to hold on to you, okay? But that was for them now to figure out how to get you back. Now, this person cannot have you back, okay? Because they didn't do the right things. They didn't pass their test. And you were there to only trigger them to try to figure out what they need to do to match your frequency. Now, this might not even happen in this lifetime, but by them experiencing that clean water, those fresh waters that were coming from you, your words of wisdom, okay, your loving heart, your empathy, your compassion, all of the things that make you a divine feminine, the beauty that you exude inside and out. It was to make this masculine try to figure out what they need to do to capture you back and to figure out what they need to do to mirror your energy, which means now they have to take steps to think the way you think. And however you think is balanced in your masculine and feminine energy, because you don't just embody logic and the mental, you also embody intuition, empathy, compassion, creativity. You're balanced in masculine and feminine energy. This is someone now that has been trying to plot and plan with the karmic how to trick you back in connecting to them. And when they couldn't trick you, they kept going back to the drawing board to figure out what they need to do. That is God's beautiful design. It's called their process, the process. That's part of all of our process, to come together, to be triggered, and then go back to the drawing board in the Four Swords and figure it out. Now, what do I need to do to heal? What do I need to do to get this person back? I couldn't trick them back. I couldn't scare them. My karmic couldn't go hit them upside the head spiritually and drag them back. Okay? So that didn't work. So what do I need to do to get with a woman like that and to keep her? Work on myself. Why doesn't she want me? What do I have to fix? And that was the whole thing. That's what happened. That's what men and women and brothers and sisters, men and men, women and women, friends, this is what we come together for. To trigger that which is inside of us that needs work. And the right person we come to, and then we separate from to trigger it. So whoever this person is, right now, parinirvana. This is talking about when Siddhartha decided that his mission was done and he gave up the ghost and he left, okay? On his 81st birthday, 8 + 1 = 9. The year of 9 is a number of completion. 9 is the highest number. And then we start all over again with 1. So he had completed his mission and he gave up the ghost willingly on his 81st birthday, okay? Because it was complete. But this card, parinirvana, nirvana is talking about like what Christians refer to as heaven. He went on from this plane. Energy cannot be destroyed or created. It can only be transferred. And he was a master now. So he finished his mission. You understand? So he left. So this is talking about your mission with this masculine being over. He's not going to bother you anymore. And his karmic is not going to bother you anymore either. Him and his karmic are breaking up. They're fighting and breaking up because they couldn't get the money. And he wanted to use you for energy. Him and his karmic, after he experienced you, his karmic wanted to even become you, okay? She even wanted to destiny swap with you. But the 7 of Swords in reverse, they couldn't get away with it. This card reminds us not to steal, okay? This card reminds us that it's not good to steal from people, because you see this man, he's stealing some merchants and goods here. This is the Seven of Swords in reverse. The problem is, they did make an offer to a karmic energy, which is their past life enemy that was trying to block them with lust, and they could not see eye to eye on something, because the karmic was like, why can't you just marry me, and we just move forward together, and build a life and a family? And he was like, because I cannot manifest anything with you. I only was with that divine feminine for one season, and I literally came up financially overnight. Like, doors flew open for me, like literally just after being in contact in one season, only for one, literally, it could have been a winter season, a spring, it could have been a fall season. But I'm getting that you dated this person for literally one season, and then that was it. And in that one season of dating that person, they were able to alchemize your energy in such a way that lasted for even a couple years. Okay? Lasted a couple years. And when your energy ran out, whoever this karmic energy is, they couldn't see eye to eye on something, because they can't manifest anything. They can't manifest anything. And you got away from this person because they were only a lesson of yours, and you were a lesson to them as well. You triggered the awakening for this person. You triggered the awakening for this person to realize that they were not balanced. Now, the middle path, temperance. This temperance card is talking about, this is Sagittarius energy, okay? This is when Siddhartha was trying to find the path to enlightenment, and he thought by fasting and being extreme, he would reach enlightenment, but he only reached like the lower planes, like maybe going up to the astral plane and, a few things, having a couple of visions, but he did not reach enlightenment by starving himself, okay? He was trying to find enlightenment, a higher truth. So he tried by not denying himself anything, and eating whatever he wanted. So he tried it through delight, overindulging in anything that made him happy. And that was too much. It just gave him diabetes and high blood pressure. And he tried to starve himself. And that didn't work. It just made him really skinny and bony, and it made him too weak. It made him too weak to be able to utilize his body. And he learned that the path is balance, perfect balance. Don't eat too much and don't eat too little. You have to give the body some sustenance, but it can't be, it's a mental thing, not where you have a fixation. It's like an old saying, you eat to live, you don't live to eat. You don't eat for entertainment, you eat for the nourishment of your body. So he had to find the right balance with that, okay? So, this person is realizing that they are not balanced, okay? They're not balanced because they are unable to see certain people clearly and situations clearly, because their lust and inability to control their sexual energy, it clouds their thinking, it clouds their judgment, it clouds their discernment. Also, their ego. The combination of lust and ego clouds this person's ability to be able to see clearly and to be able to make good decisions. It's almost like the emperor's new clothing. There was a storybook, an old fable that some of us, if you grew up in America, are familiar with, and it's called The Emperor's New Clothes. There was an emperor. He was so in his ego that nobody could tell him anything, and it was to his detriment. He was delusional. He was so in his ego. And all you had to do was stroke his ego and flatter him, and you could convince him of anything. And there were these two guys that were con men that came into his empire, and they were like, oh, this emperor is a fool, because they could read his energy and tell he was a fool, a foolish emperor. And they told the emperor, oh, you cannot afford the clothing we make, because our clothing line we make a suit out of silk that is so high quality and expensive that you think that you're naked when you're wearing it. And he was like, and he's like, only the royal, the truly royal can afford this. You can't afford it, and no, only royalty can wear it. And of course, the emperor in his ego demanded, that they make him a suit. And they told him that to him, he would look naked in the suit, but everyone else is going to see a suit of gold, and it was going to be gorgeous. And the emperor, like a fool, walked through the streets naked, thinking that he had on a suit. And everybody was cheering for him because they knew he was a goddamn fool because of his ego, okay? And the two con artists got away with a whole bunch of money. This is what a lot of women do to men that have big egos. They go and they fluff up your ego, they rub you on your back, and they tell you everything you want to hear because they want something from you. They want to get something from you, and they know they can get it if they just manipulate your ego the right way, which is the reason why it's so important to be with a man or a woman that has a balanced ego. Because if you're not married to or in a relationship with someone with a balanced ego, then they can put you in danger. Because if there is a person that wants to infiltrate your relationship, your marriage, to get through to someone you're married to hurt or harm them, and your person has a big ego and doesn't have control over their sexual energy, they can easily be flattered. Your husband or wife will not see through the deception. They won't see the person's other agenda. And this person will be able to hurt you, to harm you, to manipulate your spouse in order to get through to you. And they will be sitting up there thinking someone is in love with them or someone is completely enamored by them. And their whole plan is to hurt and harm their spouse, whether it's a man or a woman. But because they have a big ego and don't have control over their sexual energy, they can't even discern that they're using them and flattering them so that they can get closer and get information about the spouse they want to hurt. You see? That's why if you're an empress, you can only marry an emperor energy, someone that's learned those lessons, someone that knows that that little 22-year-old ain't on her knees in front of you wanting to give you sloppy toppy because they just think you're the best thing since sliced bread. She wants something from you. You don't know what she up to. You understand? You need someone with discernment. So this person was already triggered by you and they're not in your life. I don't think this person has been in your life for years, but the lesson is over now. They're left with this karmic alone and they're fighting. The Ace of Wands here, I'm going to clarify that real quick. What's the Ace of Wands? A Knight of Wands. Yeah, this was someone that's not loyal. This is someone that just wanted to use them for money. And now both of them are going to be in poverty because whatever their mission was to get your energy and use you for energy, it's over. The Three of Swords reverse. The Queen of Pentacles reverse is that karmic energy from a past life that they chase their husband away that they were pregnant by. And this was their revenge. Their revenge was to keep on throwing sex at them, to keep on playing with their ego. Oh, what are people going to say if I'm not with you anymore? Because you lost. People are going to think you're a fool and a clown if you lose me because I'm the it girl. I look like an Instagram model. You know, people are going to think you're very foolish if you walk away from someone that looks like me. Everyone's going to ask, where am I if you leave me? You need me on your arm for status. You need me on your arm because you're only popular because of what I look like. And this person is unhealed. They're insecure. This is someone that's insecure, okay? Because they don't have confidence to stand on their own and believe that they, in their own power, by their own right, are all that without needing to have eye candy on their arm for status, okay? But what she really was doing was blocking him from reaching enlightenment on a soul level, okay? What's this? So the Ace of Wands, someone might have gotten some news here, okay? Yeah, someone got some news, something that they were trying to keep hidden in secret. The Knight of Pentacles. Someone was a false person, and they did some injustice because this Capricorn energy got this person to do this to them. Okay, so whoever this Capricorn energy is, that is, this Capricorn is someone that lacks empathy, compassion. They can't regulate their emotions. And this is the person that hired this Knight energy, whoever that Queen of Pentacles reversed is. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is someone superficial, very shallow. They obsess about Birkin bags, materialistic things, red bottom heels, and name brands. They don't have a lot of depth, but they might look very pretty. Their makeup and hair might be done at all times, that type of thing, okay? The Chariot, what's the Chariot? Somebody could be moving something forward. Someone was trying to move something forward that they were trying to orchestrate. Yeah, or somebody was trying to control you. They were trying to find a way. These people are a part of a cult, and they were trying to find a way to get control over you, okay? But they couldn't create an illusion, okay? So there was all right, so I'm picking up on a Cancer, a Capricorn, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. I thought I saw something else. Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I saw. But these people, because of your energy, were trying to get control over you. The lesson's over either way. Universal love in the reverse. This person has not learned universal love. It activates the connection that we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole existence itself. When you have universal love and it is emanating from your heart because you have love, empathy, and compassion in your love, it's not just for you and your family. You have empathy and compassion for all people and all things. So you operate on a higher frequency. It's not that you don't have boundaries and you won't protect yourself and your family, but you're not out here trying to hurt innocent people. You wouldn't do something to someone you wouldn't want done to yourself. That's called having empathy and sympathy, being able to empathize with another. How would I feel if someone did that to my child, my mother, my sister, my brother? How would I feel if that was done or said to me? You know, when you can empathize with others, animals, nature, and wanting to keep things in balance, it's because love is flowing through your heart and your heart chakra is not blocked. That means you're already operating on a higher consciousness because you have simply by having love. Simply by having love inside your heart, you're already operating on a higher frequency than most that are operating strictly in their animal minds, out of their lower self, their lower nature, the carnal nature that tells you, forget empathy and compassion, just use logic like the animals do. The lion says, I need to eat or I'm gonna die. Where's that gazelle at? I'm gonna eat that gazelle for dinner and I don't feel no way about it because I need to eat to survive. I'm an animal. You understand? But when you get empathy and compassion, because you're not all animal, even though you're in an animal body, you're part God, which is your higher self. You realize I'm not an animal. I can farm and I can grow food. I don't have to kill another person to get food. I can plant food in the ground. I can grow food. I can farm animals. You know, I can use my mind to think and find creative ways to create food and shelter without hurting and harming another. That's when you are part animal, part God. You understand? And you're using your creativity and your mind to manifest what you need to survive on the physical realm. So that's when you have more empathy, compassion in your heart for others, universal love. So that's where we balance our spirituality with practicality. You understand? Spirituality is balanced with practicality when you can find a way to survive on the earthly realm, but with empathy and compassion by using your creativity and your mind. And that's where they come into perfect union, because the heart chakra is part of your spiritual body, having love, empathy, compassion in it. Okay? This person was operating as a predator, universal love. They chose the left-hand path. Okay? But it's experiences that humans need with that. Cosmic flower, okay? The frequency of the cosmic flower activates our remembrance of the place that we call home, the core from which we pour our magnificence out into the world. So I don't know, someone might be realizing what's cosmic flower. Now they're starting to open their eyes and realize where they're from a little better. Someone could be a Sagittarius. I have, it was because of an imbalance. Something created an imbalance in someone that's going to lead to them becoming balanced. This is the Temperance card again. Okay, so this clarified with the Temperance card. Someone, which is Sagittarius energy, okay? So someone that tried to create an imbalance to you, it's actually going to result in causing something to go ultimately in balance for them by finding the middle path, okay? So this person might be like at a dark night of the soul, the start of one. I have integration. The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. Somebody is not able to yet integrate a certain way of thinking or a certain perception in how they see something, how they see manifesting wealth. But now they have clarity. What's the Ace of Swords with integration in reverse? What's this Ace of Swords? Someone got clarity now about how they need to integrate. Yeah. Whoever this person is, okay, in this night energy, this is someone that's constantly working and trying to organize things to become wealthy. I don't think this is their sign. This is their energy. This is someone constantly trying to prepare something. Whoever this energy is, this ex of yours is, or I don't even think this is an ex. I feel like this is someone you dated for one season, okay? Or for a season or 2 seasons or something like that. But whoever this person is, it has to do with their perception when it comes to money. They don't understand, and I'm going to make the quick connection and I'm going to pull the cards. They don't, their perception, because they're not operating out of love yet, is off. Your perception is the third eye, the ajna, okay? That's this one, okay? It's this violet color, okay? This is between your eyebrows, a little bit above, where your pineal gland is, okay? This is the gateway to psychic abilities. This has to do with your higher intuition. This has to do with your perception, okay? This person's perception is thrown off because their heart chakra is blocked, okay? When your heart chakra is blocked, there are issues in the lower chakras that have yet to be ironed out and balanced, okay? So the lower chakras, which would be like the solar plexus, which is the sun, just like the sun in the sky with the planets around it, your solar plexus is the sun in your body, right? And you have some planets above it and below, as above, so below. And your solar plexus regulates energy to the higher chakras, which are your spiritual energy, and the lower chakras that have to do with your physical connection to things on this earthly realm. And when there's a blockage in the heart chakra, then the energy is cut off. And if the energy is cut off, then your perception is completely blocked and off. And the whole connection was coming in contact for a season with whoever you are and experiencing the abundance they got from interfacing with your energy because you're a divine feminine was supposed to trigger them to want more abundance. But now they can't because they didn't have the type of behavior that could sustain a divine feminine. And it was for them to now change their perception on how they behave and how they think and reprogram their own subconscious mind from being toxic and unloving and unempathetic so that they could get a divine feminine. Now, that might be a lifetime of work for them, but that's what you were there for, to trigger that, because this person cannot come together with you because they're not in alignment. They don't know how to treat you right. You understand? This is someone that does not know how to treat a divine feminine. So they have been restricted from your energy. They may not utilize your energy. They don't know how to properly care for a divine feminine, especially if they got your energy and whatever they manifested, they used to take care of a karmic. You understand? This is somebody that does not know how to delegate. And this is someone that does not know how to properly take care of a divine feminine, which was the source of their power. You understand? And they can't have you or reconnect to you. And their perception is, well, if the only way to get money is to get that type of woman's energy, then we have to knock her over the head and drag her and beat her up and force her to be with us or be with me. You understand? I have to abuse her. I have to force her to be with me instead of changing my heart and having empathy and compassion and love and respecting her and giving her the life she deserves because I'm using her energy. I hope y'all watched the video that I posted under my post on my channel that was explaining how men use your sacral energy to manifest wealth. How they are supposed to physically get out there and manifest the money utilizing a healed woman's energy. Notice I said a healed woman's energy, because it's a whole bunch of goofies out here. Well, I do give my woman all my money and I take care of her and do all the things, and I do treat her like a divine feminine. But you're not with a divine feminine. That's why you're not manifesting any money. The woman that you're treating right and doing all the things for and treating like a divine feminine isn't a divine feminine. That's why you can't manifest anything. You understand? But she just won't act right. All the things that you're talking about, I do that in my relationship for my woman, but your woman is not a healed woman and she is not a divine feminine, and you do all those things. So you are investing your time, money, and energy into someone that you can't manifest with because they're not healed. You should have chose better. Okay? It just is what it is. Because I do hear a lot of good men out there, like, I don't understand why I can't get my abundance up, this, that, and the other, when I'm a good man and I do all the things. I actually do treat my woman right. What kind of woman did you pick? What do you have? Do you have an unhealed woman that's emotionally codependent to other people's opinions? Does she have low self-esteem? Does she try to impress the Joneses? And because she sleeps with you and is responsible for things in your marriage, and you have to rely on her for affection and the things that, however your marriage is arranged, she influences how you spend money. She influences in the decisions that you make. And does she have you out here running around making foolish decisions and spending money foolishly? You know, what kind of woman did you pick? You understand? If you want to manifest abundance, you have to do all the things, but you have to do all the things for a real divine feminine. If she's not a real divine feminine that's healed and done her shadow work, then it's like investing in pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. You understand? It's a wasted energy. So this person's perception in how to obtain money and get rich is off, and it's blocked because they don't have empathy, love, and compassion. And they wanted to harm you when you refused them. When you separated from this person, they decided, instead of trying to figure out what they needed to do to live up to your standards so they could be with someone that is abundant and fruitful, they decided to go the opposite way and try to find a way to work with a karmic to hurt you, to harm you, to just steal your energy, to try to do spell work on you, to harness your womb energy, because that karmic's womb is a quaalude. She can't even give me a kid, a quaalude. The Scarface, y'all, Scarface. She can't even give me a little kid. She's a quaalude. No, she spiritually, she's got her womb is a graveyard spiritually. Okay, because her mind is a graveyard. There's nothing abundant about the way she thinks. She's not a healed woman. She's insecure. She's got unresolved issues in her. She's got to impress people. Her priorities are not in alignment. She doesn't have a healthy, developed personality. All her value is between her legs and in her looks only. She doesn't have anything she can mentor anyone about. It's nothing else to her that she's aware of, because she hasn't done her healing work yet to really go on that journey of self-discovery that would allow her to find out who she is on a soul level. Okay. So all she thinks she can offer anyone is sex and her looks, and that's it, and nothing else. Nothing else. So her energy doesn't do anything except for her sexual energy. Okay. And that type of energy and good looks can be obtained anywhere. And this is why whatever they had going on is starting to wear off, because that sexual energy wears off after a while. Okay. Your looks, even if you stay looking good, your looks even become numb. It's like eating the same food every single day, but it tastes great. Yeah, I know, but I've been eating it every day for the last 5 freaking years. And I'm so numb. Yeah, I know she looks good to all of y'all, but I see her every single day and my eyes are numb. It's nothing more to her than this. You understand? Different contrast. So whoever this person is, their perception needed to change. And this is where we are talking about integration. Okay. They need to think about things in a different way, see things in a different way, see wealth, prosperity, in obtaining it, and abundance in a different way, other than trying to take it from a divine feminine. Do the work. Find out what the work is that needs to be done for you to be a match for a divine feminine. Do the work, and then you make her an offer. You can go find, not you, but they can go find another divine feminine. Okay. Once their work is complete, they can attract and keep a divine feminine, because a real divine masculine that has done his work, that understands how women work spiritually together with men to manifest abundance, knows that you have to provide for a divine feminine woman. You have to provide her with a safe space to recharge her energy, not just physically safe, but emotionally safe, which requires you to be emotionally intelligent, emotionally responsible enough to have self-control over your sexual energy, a balanced ego, and all the other things that will allow you to protect a divine feminine emotionally, using emotional intelligence, physically. Provide her with a safe place, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You understand? So she can feel safe enough to give you the energy to replenish yourself, so you can do what you're supposed to do with her energy to manifest abundance. Okay. And to keep her in that cycle so she can keep you. You keep each other. Okay. Emergence. Clarify emergence. Okay. Clarify emergence. All right. The Knight of Wands. Okay. The Four of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Swords. So somebody might be in some night energy right now, possibly. Somebody might be about to get real active. Somebody, I don't know, could be coming towards you. All right. This might be somebody else here. Okay, that night, I did pick up on a lot of fire. That night, whoever that person you had a season with, they have a heavy fire placement in their chart. They could have a heavy Aries, Leo, what's the other one? Sagittarius placement in their chart. They come out as like a Knight of Pentacles as well, but that's talking about their energy. But they have a lot of fire in their chart, whoever that person is. Okay, the Karmic has fire, a lot of fire in their chart too. Yeah, there's someone here that in this Knight energy that doesn't want to let something go. Emergence. What kind of energy is this Knight energy? Knight of Wands. It's someone that could be, I don't know, trying to do something quietly. The Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords. Who's the King of Swords? Clarify the King of Swords. Okay, someone could have an Aquarius. Okay, so there could be somebody here. So that Karmic, because the two of them are breaking up, that Karmic is working with someone else here to try to sacrifice you. That's who your spiritual warfare is coming from. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into the read. So any spiritual warfare you're dealing with right now, this man has given up on you. They know that they cannot be with you in this lifetime. You were there to trigger their awakening, and you did. You did, because they realize their perception is off about how to get abundance and prosperity the right way. They have to have empathy and compassion to get that long-term money. They have to have empathy and compassion because a divine feminine only responds to love, real love, in its purest form. And it's a whole bunch of things that, as a result of being in love in its purest form, that naturally fall into alignment. Because people are like, you can't eat off of love. What did I just say? I said there are a whole bunch of other things that fall into alignment when love is the foundation, the purest love. You understand? When love of the purest form and vibration is the foundation, everything else is going to fall into place. Everything else is going to fall into alignment, because a real divine masculine is going to do the things out of love to protect for his family, for his woman, for his children. You understand? And the prosperity and the abundance will be there, because when he's behaving properly out of love and protecting you correctly, what did we say love is? Love protects, love trusts, it hopes, okay? It perseveres, it doesn't dishonor you, it rejoices in the truth, and it doesn't delight in evil. It's not easily triggered. When you're being loved and protected, when you are being loved and protected the right way, then both of you feel safe. You understand? I said love has to be the foundation. I didn't say that money and other things were not involved. But when love is the foundation, everybody feels safe. No one feels like they're going to be used. Everyone feels protected. And everything else will fall into alignment, because people are going to exercise discipline, self-control, because they already know what it means to betray someone and how that will throw the house out of alignment, which will then throw money out of alignment. It'll throw your abundance out of alignment. It'll throw your family out of alignment. Now you live in two separate homes. Now she's all disheveled and upset, and her emotions are off. She's acting erratic. So now you're paying bills in two separate homes, two separate homeowners insurance, two separate HOA fees, two separate car notes, two separate. You see how costly that is financially when you don't do the right things and you're not responsible. Well, it's her fault. She left me. No. You abused her emotionally. That's emotional abuse when you're not being responsible and practicing discipline and self-control that will keep your woman's emotions intact. You know how she's going to react. You know she's going to lose it. You don't have money to survive on your own. Anything is better than being around you. and now she out here trying to swim and survive and figure the money out. You shouldn't have left. Yeah, and now the house is a war zone. You know, you literally can turn your whole life upside down financially, create a war zone, a toxic environment because of your lack of discipline and your lack of self-control. You understand? Men and women, both. Okay? So that's why love has to be the foundation. All right, what is the QUAN Yin Oracle card so we can go ahead and jump into this read? You'd be surprised just by having self-control. If you want to regulate and run your household as a woman or a man or together, you both have to have self-control and a balanced ego and discipline to be emotionally responsible. Paying the bills is not all. You have to still have emotional intelligence and be emotionally responsible to your family and to your man or woman. What is the QUAN Yin Oracle card? Please and thank you. Got two of them. Many hands. Many hands. Many hands of the goddesses. The goddess QUAN Yin brings blessings to multiple projects and many different parts of your life and consciousness, beloved. She is not limited to one task at a time. Do not be afraid to surrender into her guiding wisdom and creative genius, for there is much that you can accomplish together, and she is assisting you now. The many hands of the goddess. Okay. Many hands. More hands. Okay, it was two cards. 10 Sisters of Light. You have been here before, lived many lifetimes. Your soul has learned skills in past lives and developed abilities and talents. It is time to reawaken and reclaim those past life gifts. QUAN Yin's grace, protection, and assistance help you now to release past life wounds so that you may bring past life powers to aid your present life purpose. Okay. Talking about past lives. All right, QUAN Yin. All right, let's jump on in. So this is somebody this is the masculine you had a season with that's giving up on bothering you, but it's his karmic that's still coming for you, okay? That's who's spiritually attacking you. What is the energy? They said use the other deck. What is the energy crowning this read? They said I shuffled it already, okay? High Priestess is at the bottom, okay? Okay. Okay. And the High Priestess is still she's trying to jump out. Okay. Okay. So this is the problem. The karmic is triggered by you because of your spiritual ranking. She knows exactly who you are and she knows she's not you. But yet she wanted you to be up under her, like a second wife, or where she would, this was the dynamic. This woman wanted, it was like he told her, because she's like a lap dog to him. He told her, well, I want her because her energy is so abundant, blah, 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 blah. So you go get her for me. Don't worry about it. I'm the number one woman in your life. And if you want her to be with you, I'll make her be with you. I'm going to bust her ass with magic. I'm going to keep doing death spells on her. I'm going to do magic. I'm going to torment her and torture her, gang stalk, because these people are a part of a cult, okay? She's saying that she's going to force you to be with this man, okay? She's going to slap you up spiritually and force you. This is how she was basically putting it to him. Like, no, I'm going to be the number one woman in your life and I'm going to get her. And she started attacking your life Okay. And you, whoever you are, you ain't thinking about either one of these people at all. You don't have any connection to either one of them. But this was what was going on in the background. Okay. Because she knows that you're this high priestess energy. What's the obstacle right now? Weirdo. When I say weirdo, that it's just so weird. Like, you're gonna sleep with my man. If my man wants you, he gets to have you, and you are gonna be with him. Like she was gonna keep you in line or something. Like a weirdo. And whoever you are, you don't want nothing to do with this mess. You are so removed from both of these fools and idiots. Can you imagine a woman literally trying to demand that you sleep with, I guess, her man, okay? Like, you don't break up with it. Like, imagine dating somebody for one season and realizing, oh no, okay, you was a lesson, let me get away from you. You got low IQ. Okay. Imagine dating someone for one season and then, okay, no, you're not for me. And walking away, and then finding out they got some little karmic energy come running behind you that find out where you live, where you work, and you broke up with my man. This person didn't approach you, but I'm saying that's the energy. This is like literally the energy. Like, how dare you break up with my man? We were going to use your energy. You don't walk away from him. You don't break up with him. You come right back here right now, or I'm gonna send him by here later on, and you better open the door and let him in, or else. This was literally the energy of whoever this this weirdo is. And when they couldn't get your energy, they started trying to sacrifice you. Like, maybe it's another way. Maybe we can do a destiny swap. But either way, they can't. Their problem is right now they're getting karma. They're getting karma for harassing you all this time, and they're very depressed, and someone's obstacle is trying to hold on to you. Okay. This woman might have been stalking you very heavily, and she's getting bad karma for something that she did when she was stalking you. She was stalking you so she could mimic you and mimic your energy. Okay, she wanted to be number one in this man's life, and she can be. But the problem is, he's telling her that she can't be number one in his life. She can only be like a plaything because she doesn't have the type of qualities to be a divine feminine. And that's what's making this woman psychotic and crazy. You understand? She wants to be number one in his life. And it's some energy where he's like, no, we can just have sex. That's all it should have been from the beginning. You shouldn't have been anything more than a side piece. You shouldn't have ever been anything higher than just something that I do. I guess my perception was off because of what you look like. Because I was sexually attracted to you, you love bombed me, and you were willing to have sex anytime, anywhere, and have threesomes and do all this other extra stuff. It clouded my judgment. But you don't have any real substance. Like, there's nothing, you have no substance at all whatsoever. So no, I can't take you seriously. And she started trying to mimic your energy. But when it comes down to it, they can't produce anything with her energy because her energy is connected directly to her thought process, her mind. Do you hear me, collective? This woman's energy is connected directly to her thought process, her mind, and she didn't do shadow work. So when you're dealing with an unhealed woman that didn't do shadow work, that's insecure, that has low self-esteem, that all of her value is between her legs, and that's it, nothing else, then this is the person you're influenced by. Again, that's her thoughts create her energy. And because she has low vibrational thoughts, insecure, unhealed, codependencies, she makes codependent decisions. She's a financial curse or disaster. She makes bad money decisions, and she influences him to make bad decisions too. That's how the man ends up broke instead of abundant, by being with a woman with a broken mindset because of her low self esteem, being with a woman that only cares about materialistic things, being with a woman that is non productive. Instead of creating something with her man, she's spending money and buying things that other people create. You know, she's not even, you understand what I'm saying? She wants to hold on to your energy because your energy is manifested and cultivated off of the type of mindset that you have. And she thinks differently than you because she's not healed. So she doesn't produce the type of energy. So she needed to have access to stalk you and stalk your life so that she could mimic you and hold on to your energy. And whatever she did, she crossed the line and did something that now she might be getting bad karma for. Okay? And someone might have even stopped her. She could be in legal trouble right now. The Chariot reverse, she was unable to control you by gang stalking techniques she might have been using. I don't know how many times I need to tell you, these are people that are connected to cults that do that demonic gang stalking. You understand? It's because these are people that are in cults that are unhealed. These are people that can't manifest abundance and the lifestyle, the love, and all the things they want in life for themselves because they didn't do their shadow work and they want a shortcut. So they join together in cults and team up to do demonic gang stalking. This is where gang stalking comes from. It comes from people that are too weak and lazy to do the work. And they just want to step into the shoes and the path and destinies of people that did their shadow work to heal themselves. So they gang stalk you to steal your energy and to bind you and to get you under control so that they can control your life, which is falling under the emotion of fear. Okay, the only two emotions are love and fear. But that's where gang stalking comes from. Gang stalking is about fear. I fear that I won't be able to survive. I fear that I'll never be able to attract love. I fear that I won't have the energy I need to survive on this realm because I fear confrontation of myself, going within, self-reflection, accountability. I fear all these things. Because I fear accountability, I fear feeling pain, feeling shame, embarrassment, which all are part of accountability. I fear all these things. I don't want to do the healing work. I don't want to self-reflect. I want to stay in the energy of projection. It feels safer there, which means I have to constantly attack other people because all the negative energy inside of me, from the lack of accountability to all of the guilt and shame that's living and residing in my subconscious mind, I have to transfer that energy somewhere. So I'm going to join a cult and gang stalk and harass innocent people. And that helps me to transfer my negative energy off of me every time it raises up inside of me and has me feeling discombobulated and uncomfortable in my own skin. You understand? So this gang stalking energy this woman was doing against you went too far, and she did something that she might be in trouble for now, because she went extra far because she wanted to hold on to your energy. Okay? Go ahead, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about the situation right now. Okay, what's this? Okay. I have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I have Libra. Somebody might be about to get justice for something that could have been orchestrated by somebody, and somebody might be drowning in their emotions about something. Let me see what this is real quick. Okay. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. What is the Queen of Pentacles, please? And thank you. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles. A Capricorn. Okay. So somebody, the Queen of Pentacles is a Capricorn. Okay, some of the Capricorn. And that Ten of Pentacles has to do with a large amount of money or some kind of abundance, prosperity, or maybe even your energy. Okay. You're about to get justice. Something fair is about to happen for you. And the Ace of Cups, someone is drowning in their emotions. Someone is so upset about this. The Queen of Pentacles again. Yeah, because they're expecting you to get your energy back. These people were trying to steal your energy. So somebody was working with Capricorn, or someone's a Capricorn. This Capricorn is coming out twice. It's a Queen of Pentacles here and here, okay? They were waiting and expecting someone to be able to get your energy. Yeah, the karmic, that was with the soulmate that you spent one season with to trigger their awakening, okay? So it's giving this Capricorn got this karmic to trick this masculine into falling in lust with them so that they could have control over their mind. And they would coach this man in how to treat you in such a way that you would never speak to them again. Okay, that's what I'm getting. This man was being coached by this karmic in how to treat you in such a way that you would never speak to him again. She was telling him things to do and say to you to ensure his loyalty to her. And she was using her sexual energy to control him. Like, you better do what I say if you want to still be seen with me and to still enjoy having sex with me. You understand? She was using her sexual energy to have control over his mind and his actions. And because this man did not have discernment or control over his ego or his sexual energy, he did whatever she said. And that's how he got kicked out of your energy and life. He did the opposite of what a divine masculine would need to do to keep a divine feminine. And it was because there's some Capricorn energy that didn't want this man to give to you. They didn't, for some reason, they did not want this person you dated to collaborate with you in a certain type of a way. So this is what I'm getting. These are past life enemies of this man. Both of them are past life enemies. And they were both trying to block this man from enlightenment. It was prosperity. Thank you. They just gave it to me. Had you and this man come together and him treat you the way that he should have, with empathy, love, and compassion, you would have unlocked some kind of spiritual inheritance of abundance. And I'm talking about money, like cash money, a lot of money. This man was slated to be very wealthy, but in order to get that wealth, he would have had to provide and protect you. You understand? He would have had to have treated you like a divine feminine and cared for you properly. Okay? So this woman, this karmic energy, the past life enemy, was hired by a Capricorn that I'm not sure how they're involved here, that possibly wanted your energy, okay, to manifest abundance. And they got this man instead to mistreat you and to try to manipulate your mental to affect your self-esteem so that you would go into some kind of a toxic relationship getting less than what you deserve, and you would be treated like crap, and they would have control over you while a karmic is bopping you over the head, and he's triangulating you. And there are two women here that are sucking off of your energy. Okay, these women got this man to work for them to get your energy instead of working for himself to treat you right and match your energy so he could have tapped into his spiritual abundance. And because of that, now he's missed out this lifetime, and he's not going to recoup it this lifetime either, because these women coached him on what to do and say to harm and hurt you, and to do magic against you, and to spiritually protect these women, and to help them do magic against you, to try to rip your divine energy right from your womb. Literally, they were doing all kind of sacred magic on you. These women were doing sacred magic on you with this man, with the help of this man. And this is why he's in trouble right now. And you're about to get justice. What is the Seven of Pentacles? Clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, somebody might not be closed off to something. The Hangman. Clarify somebody was not closed off to a Capricorn. Okay, yet somebody's not closed off to Capricorn, a Queen of Wands reverse. That's at fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Or they couldn't stand their ground. Okay, some spell work they did backfired. Okay, yeah, they couldn't stand. They might have been doing spell work over the past few days in some destructive energy against you. Death spells. Okay. So possibly over the weekend, they may have been doing death spells over you for the past few days. This Capricorn and fire sign. So I'm picking up, someone has Capricorn and someone has fire in their chart. They've been doing death spells over you over the weekend, but all of it backfired with the Magician reverse, and they said stop right there. Okay, so that's what they've been doing. So whoever the masculine was, he's gone away, but the karmic and another woman have been still doing death spells at you because they know you're about to get justice. So that means your season, this season already closed out. This is just like residue, okay? This is just like residue of, what's left. Don't worry, these people will be out of your life very shortly, okay? Justice is, the cards are telling you, the scales have already been balanced in your favor. Justice is already here for you, okay? So don't worry, any day now, these people are going to be completely obliterated from your life. This Capricorn, whoever this karmic energy is that's still throwing some last minute death spells at you, they're about to be gone. Don't worry. All right, fine. What is the message, Holy Spirit? Conspiracy to commit red rum or to unalive you, a place. Okay, career. Somebody could have been chipped at birth or during a surgery. Okay. Somebody's apartment might have a storage facility. Somebody might live in an apartment that has a storage facility. Place, I want you to clarify place. The club is coming out twice. There's something here about a club. Storage facility again. Somebody, either someone's church has a storage facility or someone's apartment has a storage facility. Or it could be a church bar or something with a club and a church. This is a bar, church. It could be a place that might be like, it looks like a church, but it's really a bar or something. It might have an apartment in a storage facility or something. I saw a place like that one time. Something in a village. What is this place, Holy Spirit? A structure on a private residence. Rental office. Okay, that's it. Somebody could be from a USA Southwest state. I saw Ethiopia. I saw an Arab. I saw an Arab country. Someone could be Arab. Somebody could be Ethiopian. Somebody could be connected to Alabama. USA Southeast state. Somebody might be in the South. Somebody might have an account at USAA. Somebody might be from Gabon. Somebody might be from Gabon. Somebody might be from Gabon. Somebody might be connected to Alabama in the Southeast. Okay. Somebody might have an account at USAA. Maybe someone's in the military or married to someone. Wyoming. Nevada. That's Caribbean. Ooh, Switzerland. Ooh, this stuff is sliding all over the place. Bank of America and Switzerland. Hawaii. Fort Worth, Texas. Trinidad, Tobago, South Africa, PNC Bank, Dominican. Somebody might be Dominican. Somebody might be South African. PNC Bank is here. Somebody could be from Trinidad. Somebody could be in Texas. All right, tell me about this club. What about this club? The Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay. It's the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about this club. They want this Nine of Pentacles out here. What's the Nine of Pentacles? Okay, somebody has been watching somebody and they're very burdened and they couldn't take a risk to do something with the Fool reverse. Okay, so somebody has been having someone watch, and after watching somebody turned down an offer. Who are they watching? Who is this person who's been watching? Someone that they went into reflection and started thinking about. Somebody been watching somebody, y'all. The Ace of Wands reverse, the Hangman, a King of Pentacles. Yeah, it's bad news about an offer for a large amount of money. Okay, so there might be a club owner. Somebody might own a club, and somebody might have made them an offer to set you up to be unalive. Okay, whoever this club owner is, they might have been made an offer to set you up to be unalive. Clarify this conspiracy to commit murder. Yeah, somebody might have said something in a very harsh way, a very harsh, disrespectful way to somebody. They might have told somebody that they were letting something go, they were releasing it. They're not going to do it. The Four Pentacle reverse. The person that made them an offer. Who made them an offer because they couldn't start or create the illusion that they needed to. Who made them the offer to do this? Who made them this offer? Someone that was backstabbed and betrayed. Oh, the emperor. Oh, okay. So an emperor made a club owner an offer to have you watched, to have them kill you. Wow. So this could be an Aries. They made somebody an offer to kill who? Who did this emperor want to have killed? A magician, because they felt backstabbed by them. Okay, and defeated. Okay, somebody need to hear this. Someone that was doing magic, the Empress reverse. Oh, who's the Empress reverse? Someone that couldn't move forward with something they were doing, that was stuck in a cycle. That could be a Libra. Now, the Empress reverse could be an older woman or man in distorted karmic energy. Okay, it doesn't have to be a Libra, but the Empress is Libra energy, but it can be any sign. But there's an older person that an Emperor energy could be an Aries. They made an owner of a club or someone connected to a club. They made them an offer to have an Empress in the reverse killed or unalive. Okay, because they felt backstabbed and betrayed by this person, because I guess they hired them to do magic on somebody and it did not work. So they got mad about it. But now, whoever that person is they hired, they might have, there was an exchange and someone spoke to someone disrespectfully and then they released it. They were like, I'm not doing it. They were like, forget it, I'm not going to do it. Okay, something like that going on. All right. Tell me about this Empress in a reverse energy. They were supposed to help get a judgment reversed on somebody, and they had to release, but something got let go. I have the Hermit reversed here. All right. Somebody was depressed, and they were in their thoughts about how things didn't go in their favor. Oh, okay. So they were depressed because something didn't go in their favor. And they couldn't control their emotions, and they made an offer to somebody to unalive an Empress in a reverse or a Libra. Okay, so this Aries made an offer to a club, someone connected to a club. Okay, tell me about this structure on a private residence or land. What is this about a structure? Oh, somebody was in their ego that was trying to get away with something. But they couldn't move to calmer waters about something. What was the Six of Swords reversed? What couldn't they get away with? What is it? What couldn't they, a structure on a private residence or land? They were disappointed because they didn't get away with something. They had an ego death. Because someone had a conflict. It was some kind of conflict going on with someone, and somebody couldn't recover. So there's some kind of conflict on a structure or a private residence or land that somebody might own. Somebody couldn't recover. What's the Nine of Wands reverse? Someone got in a fight there's some kind of conflict going on here, and somebody was unable to recover. Clarify that 9 of Wands reverse. Somebody could not recover. They're not healing. Okay, so somebody couldn't heal from something. Wow. So whatever somebody was trying to do, somebody got sick and somebody wasn't healing from something. And this person might live on a structure, on a private residence or land. Tell me about this rental office. They had a conflict with somebody. Someone reversed an ending with someone, or someone could have Scorpio in their chart. Okay. I don't know, somebody could have a money issue right now. And what's the obstacle with this person at the rental office? The 10 of Pentacles, okay? I don't know, someone might owe a lot of money or something. Something came to a complete end. Oh, so somebody could have went from the 10 of Pentacles to the 4 of Pentacles. And they might not have their rent money. Oh, someone didn't realize there was a change in someone's status financially. So there was some kind of change with somebody's money. The Devil, a Capricorn. What's the obstacle with this Capricorn? The Queen of Swords reverse. Somebody was aware. Oh, wow. Okay. So if there was a Capricorn that had some kind of a status as a result of their connection to a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, there's something going on where they're holding on to every penny right now. They don't have the 10 of Pentacles anymore. And somebody in their rental office is actually aware that their status has changed, or someone they were connected to that might have been helping them financially cut them off completely. And now they're struggling to try to maintain their bills. And someone in the rental office is already aware that this person is not connected to that person anymore, and their relationship ended with them. Who's the Empress? Someone trying to avoid a tower. Someone could be pregnant, or someone could be a Libra. Okay, something was a bad investment. Someone might be a Leo. Okay, so somebody's rental office knows that they're no longer in a partnership with someone that might have had a lot of money, where they never had problems paying their bills before. And now these people are holding on to every penny. Somebody tried to make somebody some kind of offer, but they know something changed. The Queen of Pentacles reverse. They know something's not going in the Queen of Pentacles reverse favor right now. What's in Texas? What's in Texas, please? What's in Texas? All right. So there could be like either a Pisces or a father figure that's connected to Texas that might be gaslighting someone. They might be gaslighting somebody about an Aries and a Libra, or an Empress reverse. Who is this King of Cups gaslighting? Who is this father figure gaslighting and being childish with? Okay, this Knight of Pentacles is this Emperor energy. Okay, they're gaslighting them about slowing somebody down, or they're aware about something. Why is the Empress reverse following this Emperor? Why is the Empress reverse following this Emperor? Because they didn't meet an expectation. Oh, so I told you already, whoever this Aries is, they offered a club owner or something, someone connected to a club, money to commit murder and to try to take out this Empress in the reverse because they did not meet the expectation doing the spell work and magic that they said they could do to destroy whoever you are, okay, or to get your energy or whatever they were trying to do. Tell me, who is this King of Cups, please? Who's this King of Cups? I'm a spoiled brat. They're only looking for a good time, not a long time. My dad was in the CIA, so I can steal from and kill whoever I want. There might be someone that lives in Texas. Someone that lives in Texas. I have Eritrean, a young man, 18 and 35. Who's this King of Cups? Someone might live in Texas whose father might have had a career in the CIA or something. This person might have a daughter. I don't know, this person might have a daughter that might be a Pisces or something. Someone might be going to jail or incarcerated. Someone could be a tarot card reader that's insecure. Someone's ex-husband or ex-wife. Who's this King of Cups energy? Somebody's stepmother. Okay. So this is someone's stepmother. Okay. An iPhone or Android employee. This is someone on your child's dad's side of the family. Okay, got it. So there's a Pisces here. I'm picking up, there might be someone's daughter is a Pisces. Okay. This might be this woman's stepdaughter, okay, on her baby daddy's side of the family. She might work for iPhone or Android, okay? And what is the obstacle with her? She also might be a tarot card reader, okay? Because something's over. So this woman connected to Texas is gaslighting this Emperor energy about what? And being childish, what are they saying? About taking a risk to do what? About taking a risk to do what? The Hermit, reverse. About taking a risk. Because they're going through some kind of heavy burden right now. Because something's getting exposed. So something is getting exposed right now. Something's about to come to light. The two of one, and somebody can't plan something. And they know that they're not going to be able to recover. What are they not going to be able to recover from? What are they not going to be able to recover from? What is the Nine of Wands reverse? What they worked on. Oh, okay. So they might have worked together with these people to do something here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands reverse. They took some kind of action with the Ace of Wands with a Capricorn. Okay, so this was a part of their crew. Okay, so this was just a part of their crew. So this is somebody that might have had a job working for iPhone or Android, and they were able to stalk your phone. Okay, so this is the person that had the connection to be able to stalk and monitor your phone in order to harass you. This is someone that's either from Texas or in Texas. It might be a Pisces. She might be the stepdaughter of a woman that might have, so it might be her baby father's real daughter by another woman or something. She might be her stepmother or something like that. She was a part of whatever these people were doing to get your energy. And she worked for the phone company, or she has a connection at the phone company to stalk and monitor your phone. okay? And she worked together with the Capricorn and whoever else was involved, okay? Why is Trinidad here? Is someone from Trinidad trying to balance the situation? Okay? Someone was being very childish, okay? Because somebody would not take some kind of action with them. A Queen of Pentacles reverse, backstabbed and betrayed them. Okay, so somebody could have backstabbed and betrayed somebody from Trinidad, or somebody from Trinidad that backstabbed and betrayed somebody. Let me go ahead and light my coal so we can get ready to do this prayer for this Monday morning. So somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed. Okay, somebody is from Trinidad. Somebody feels backstabbed and betrayed. Clarify that. What's that about? Okay, this could be someone that's pregnant, or this could be a Libra, or this could be an Empress energy. Someone backstabbed and betrayed an Empress. Okay, somebody could have a Scorpio placement in their chart. Something is not going in someone's favor that reversed an ending doing magic because they wanted to win at all costs. This is the Empress reverse because somebody got unstuck. I have the Star. What is the Star? Someone found out the truth, or somebody got a message that somebody was not the Star. Somebody found out the truth. And this was not that they didn't see this. The person that's not the Star, that doesn't embody this energy, this was not someone's wish fulfillment. So somebody found out that they were backstabbed and betrayed by somebody. I'm clarifying Trinidad, okay? Somebody found out that somebody wasn't the Star. So somebody convinced somebody that Star energy is talking about you might be like a natural star. All stars are not on stage or publicly known. You could still embody a certain type of star quality that makes people want to copy you, that makes people want to listen to you, follow you, buy from you. You could be the star in your community because everybody likes to patronize your store. You're popular. Everyone knows you. People like to watch you and imitate you or learn from you, or people are inspired by you. You can literally be a star and not be famous in the news or the media or have your face all over social media. It has to do with an energy that you embody. That's why they hire stars to market cereal and food and clothing, because people have a tendency, because of the way a person lights up, to want to follow these people. So if they put their clothing on someone that people like to follow, that's how they can market and sell their products. Now, whoever you are, you embody that star type energy. People are inspired by you. And somebody here is mad because someone pretended to be you. They might have done something to block someone from you and pretend to be you. And someone found out the truth, an Aries. So there's an Aries here that was connected to someone from Trinidad, okay? There's an Emperor or any sign, but there's an Emperor in the reverse that was tricked by somebody here, okay, from Trinidad, and convinced that they were a star and that you were not, you were a copycat. And they found out that it was actually the other way around. Somebody was copycatting you. And this was an Empress in the reverse. This is someone toxic, unhealed, unstable, can't regulate and control their emotions. This is somebody that's deceptive, a liar. They lack empathy and compassion. This is someone that lacks confidence, might have mental issues, who knows. But nonetheless, they have low self-esteem. Someone is not in a mental imprisonment or stuck anymore about reversing and ending with someone. Someone did not have victory and success or cannot move forward. What is the Two of Cups? Clarify the Two of Cups. Okay. Someone had made somebody an offer. This narcissist, this is double trouble. The King of Swords reverse with the King of Cups reverse is a horrible person. This is a person that doesn't have empathy and compassion. They lack emotional intelligence and they lack emotional regulation. And they're also very strategic. They're very cutthroat. They're a liar. They're deceptive. They'll do anything to win. The King of Swords reverse is a narcissist, almost like giving sociopath vibes. And they made somebody an offer. Ew. And now someone's having a tower. Wow, because they can't defend their actions. So somebody in the past could have made somebody an offer to orchestrate something against you, and you might embody real star quality. But this was a copycat. And they tricked this emperor in the reverse into thinking that you were them, you were copying them, and they was you. And they convinced this man to orchestrate something against you, and they can't defend themselves for what they did to you now. Okay? And now someone's not going to get a new start. Someone is releasing something that was too much of a burden. They were giving and receiving from an Aquarius, or they were giving and receiving from someone to attack you, because you really are the star. So there might have been a masculine in someone's life, or a feminine, take it as it resonates, that was giving and receiving from several people that they were working with to cause some kind of harm in your life or do something to you, but they couldn't create an illusion. Yeah, and they can't defend it, and now they're very defensive. Now they're defensive because they realize that whoever this person is that was copying you, that you are the actual star and they were the copycat and they were fooled. So now they have to move to calmer waters because they were with the dud. And they took action with a dud that probably drained them for everything they had. All right, what's PNC? Why is PNC Bank here? All right, a magician? Oh, what? Somebody doing magic over PNC Bank? Somebody's trying to avoid a tower. Clarify the star. This could be an Aquarius. Someone that's childish, in a mental imprisonment, that doesn't want to let go of something. Okay? They couldn't create a death and an illusion. So they could be an Aquarius trying to avoid a tower. What's at PNC Bank? What is in PNC Bank? Somebody got to forget about and move on from because they're under judgment. So I don't know, something could be in PNC Bank, or somebody could have been trying to do something with an account in or money in PNC Bank, but they can't, and they got to move to calmer waters because they're going to be under judgment, whoever this Aquarius is. Because they thought that they were going to cause a death. So there's some money or something in PNC Bank that might belong to somebody. Somebody thought that they were going to cause someone a death and create an illusion that someone died, maybe so that they could take whatever this is in PNC Bank. And this is the Ace of Swords clarifying it, but it did not happen. And now this Aquarius has to move on, move past this and be okay with the fact that they're not going to be able to take someone's life to get whatever is in PNC Bank that belongs to someone else. Okay. What is South Africa? Okay. Someone might have been working with someone of South African descent or someone in South Africa that they could have celebrated with. They're in a mental imprisonment right now. Whoever this childish person is, okay, it's a high priest or high priestess. This is some kind of spiritual practitioner that might be from South Africa. And right now, they were being childish about something, but they're worried about being completely broken, being broke, because something's over. And they're not celebrating with this person. This person might have even shut them out or kicked them out their energy. Yep, because their spell work backfired. So somebody had a partner that they were working with in South Africa that they were celebrating with, and when they were on some kind of mission against someone. But it didn't work out. The spell work backfired, and now this person's in poverty, and they cut this person off, and because someone's very childish. Clarify Dominican. Something's over. So all these people might have been working together. The King of Wands reverse that can't move forward. Okay, so there might be someone, there could be a Dominican that might utilize their sexual energy in such a way to try to influence and get people, and this could be a Dominican prostitute or someone that might sell sex or something like that. Somebody might be like a Dominican prostitute or something like that. All right, and they might utilize their sexual energy to either get people to do stuff or to give them money or things like that. Okay, I mean, it's the oldest. It's one of the oldest ways of money on the planet. Okay. But okay, we got somebody here, Dominican. Okay, I was reading something. Okay, what else? The Three of Cups reverse. Okay, and somebody kicked this person out their energy too. The Five of Pentacles reverse. The King of Swords. Somebody cut off this Dominican as well. Okay, who's this person chipped at birth during surgery? What is this about somebody being chipped at birth during a surgery? Someone that feels defeated, that took very quick action. A tower could have happened. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so somebody was chipped at birth, okay, during surgery. So somebody could have either been chipped while they were giving birth, like if they had surgery and had a C-section and went under, somebody chipped them then, or they chipped this person when they were born. And it's a King of Pentacles reverse. They were expecting to be able to, I feel like, use this person to attack people and to cause illusions. So somebody had a plan for somebody since either they were born or since they had them chipped. Now you have to understand, this whole chipping stuff is very real. You know, some of the first forms of mind control experiments that they were doing in the 40s and the 50s, where they were putting actual implants and chips in a bull, and they were using a computer device outside of that bull, and they would set the bull off, and when the bull would run like he was angry, they would hit a button and it would do something in the bull's mind, and instantly the bull would calm down and it wouldn't be running or charging anymore. It would go out of attack mode and instantly become peaceful. Those were some of the first mind control experiments with chips that they were already doing in the 40s and the 50s. Okay, so you can imagine with the Neuralink and many, many other different types of chips that are being created in Taiwan, that are being created in Japan, in China, and a lot of these other countries. They have different types of chips that go inside the body. GPS tracking chips for the animals that they use on humans in the form of a liquid. You could imagine how many different types of chips that they have in humans and peoples to track them. If you ask me, I believe that they intentionally allow certain people to escape from jail. As of recently, they'll like put a plant in there to get other people to go along with it. They'll plant somebody in there and set it up to help them escape, because they're testing their new systems for control and surveillance to see how quickly, if some fugitives get loose, they can track them and bring them back. If you even look at the news story in Atlanta, where the inmates that recently escaped from jail, I think they made it all the way to Miami or somewhere. But when the police did the interview, when they caught them and brought them back, if you listen to his language, he said, never mind how we got them. Don't worry, y'all don't need to worry about all that. But the point is, we got them. You could read in between the lines. Of course, there are other ways of tracking them. They got an Uber. They took over and hijacked the Uber. But I believe that they're putting plants. They're planting people in jails with other criminals. And the plant is the one that has the plan in how to escape the jail and get out. And they are getting these men to escape out of jail to see how far they can run. And then they're tracking them through something already in their body to see and test how long it takes to track someone down and to capture them, to bring them back. They're already doing this type of stuff, okay? So whoever this person is, they were already chipped either at their birth or during a surgery, because they wanted to use this person to be able to attack people, like a clone type energy or something. Somebody is also kicking this person out of their energy now. The Nine of Pentacles, that someone wanted to take a risk because somebody wasn't thinking right about a separation, the end of a contract or a marriage. Okay, so this might be that karmic energy, the Ace of Wands reverse. Yeah, they wanted to win at all costs because it was bad news that somebody was not going to marry them. Okay, yeah, so this person has a chip in their brain. So they might even come out in the energy of like a clone energy that might even be because of the chip that's in their brain. Why they might see them as like a clone energy or whatever, what have you. But this is how I started the reading off. Whoever this person is, they wanted this masculine that you dated for one season of your life. They wanted that masculine to marry them, but they're not a divine feminine. And they were very upset about not being able to marry them. And because this is someone that operates on a much lower frequency, they're not able to override the influence of that chip in their brain. So their mindset is set on go. You understand? Like, they'll get fixated on something. What do you mean I'm not getting married? And I'm not going to be this rich girl and live a soft life and this, that, and the other. What do I have to do? And that's when they started coming for you. They started coming and attacking your life because this man refused to marry her because she's not a divine feminine. It's the weirdo that wanted to come and force you to be in a relationship with her and her man. Okay? Whoever this weirdo is, she has a chip in her brain, okay? And she wanted you to be in a relationship with her man, only she was going to dictate to you and him, it was going to be some weirdo Handmaid's Tale type situation, I guess in their mind, where he would have sex with you just to get your energy, but there could be no talking, no affection, no emotion. You can't spend time with her. I'm the main woman. You can just have sex with her, and that's it. And it's for the purpose of getting her energy. That's it. She's going to be like a house pet when you're a whole divine feminine. And this weirdo had it in her mind that if she continuously attack you spiritually, you would eventually give in and become a part of whatever kind of weirdness they got going on. Sorry, there is a spider that comes toward me every single time I come to do this reading. So somebody feels defeated. All right, so she felt defeated. Okay. All right, what is the final message? All right, the Queen of Swords reverse is closed emotionally. Somebody is completely shut down emotionally because something's over. They're having towers. You having blessings everywhere. Increase everywhere. Prosperity everywhere. And these people are all having towers everywhere. Give me a final message, Holy Spirit. The devil reverse. Something's about to be over. Okay? The lovers, the hermit. Child, you might have a partnership coming toward you with the lover's energy. Somebody's avoiding a tower. Final message, Holy Spirit. Somebody could have Virgo, hermit, or somebody could have Virgo or Gemini in their chart. Final message. Yeah. So they can't move forward. They cannot move forward with something. And this Aquarius with the account at PNC Bank, they're gonna have to move past something. Okay? The Two of Cups reverse, or someone that's not the star, their offer is being rejected. Okay? High Priestess. Yeah. Yeah. Someone is not in alignment. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay. So what I'm getting is somebody cannot move forward, and this may not be an Aquarius, but take it as it resonates. Somebody can't move forward with you, okay? They have to forget about you and go on with their life. Go on now. Don't bother me no more and get that weirdo, that weirdo karmic of yours. Y'all stay away from divine feminine. All right? Don't think about us no more. Forget about us, please. Somebody, they can't move forward. They need to mentally move on because they were not in alignment, okay? And that's why you cannot accept an offer from them. The star in reverse is talking about whoever that person is that did not get into alignment. You was just there to trigger them to see that the person that they were in lust with, the karmic, she's a past life enemy that is stopping them from getting what they need to become enlightened, okay? But you cannot accept an offer from whoever that emperor in the reverse is. It could be a fire sign because they're not in alignment, because you are a high priestess. Guys, I am QUAN Yin, and this is love of the highest vibration. I'm gonna go ahead and do this Monday prayer. Anybody that wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. I show gratitude for my collective in the new year of the highest vibration of love. Oh man. I show gratitude for favor and protection in the new year. I show gratitude right now for favor, protection, empathy, and compassion. I show gratitude right now for good health, for prosperity and abundance. I show gratitude right now for complete restoration financially, energetically, spiritually, financially, mentally, physically, and emotionally. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yeshua. I show gratitude for Iao, Jesu, Yeshua, Jesus, Jehovah, my ancestors of the highest vibration of love, I show gratitude for right now. Let every witchcraft-inspired warfare against me cease right now in the name of Jehovah. Let every witchcraft-inspired warfare cease right now in the name of Yeshua. Let every witchcraft-inspired warfare cease right now in the name of Jesus over my finances. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the elements and the group. I show gratitude for each and every planet that God has put in place with its unique energies to get our affirmations and prayer requests granted. O Holy One, the moon, who sits at the head of Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I command every demonic spirit right now to get out of this live and environment. For Unima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything in this live or in my energy field to cause any financial, spiritual, energetic, physical, or emotional imbalance with witchcraft and negative energy to anyone or anything in my collective of the highest vibration of love. Right now, I sanctify this prayer with the holy fire of the Holy Spirit, which is that Kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words. Holy, holy, holy. Abatachin hoy, Besamai mitano, Samei kadis, Mangista timta, Fakadit, Besamai in the hornet in the hoop, Bamadad to moon. Yalet and Jelachin and Sutanzade, Badelachin and them, Yeker, Berlin, Inya, Yabadalun, Yeker, and Demanil. What if Fatanam, Atak Ban, Kakafu, Atulu, Adananji, Mangis Yatanatana, Highland, Mizganam, Levele Alamu, Amen. Boxum, Bamemphis, Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. Boxum, Bamemphis, Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. Boxum, Bamemphis, Kadusum, and Amlak, Amen. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within the world. Right now, I cancel, nullify, and completely obliterate and neutralize every contract and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against me right now, in earth and on the heavenly realms, on every plane of existence through every energy body. Whatsoever I bind in the earth is bound in the heavens, and whatsoever ye shall loose on earth is loosed in the heavens. I bind and contain every hex, every spell, every negative energy, every evil eye, every bewitchment sent toward me right now and my collective of the highest vibration of love. I bind and contain every black magic spell. I bind and contain every ill will and negative energy sent toward me, every curse, every hex. I bind and contain you in earth and on the heavenly realms, and I command you to return directly back to the center right now. Abracadabra. I return all spell work back to the sender tenfold. Abracadabra. I return all spell work directly back to the sender right now. Abracadabra. We return all spell work back to the sender tenfold right now. Right now, I decree and declare the sun will not smite me by day, nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent toward me by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames and scatter, fall to the ground. I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by fire. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life right now and in this environment right now, let its power be banished and destroyed by our authority in Christ. Right now, I cancel every dark, evil projection into my life and environment. Let every evil force of darkness get and flee from this life, from my home, from my village, and my environment. Right now, catch fire and scatter. Yahweh, Yeshua, I command in the name of Christ, Jehovah, every witchcraft power sponsoring repeated problems and attacks, you shall not come to pass, neither shall you stand. Catch fire right now. Every waster assigned to waste my life and time. Catch fire and scatter right now. Every projection of witchcraft over my health and energy. Scatter right now by fire. I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this day and throughout this week. By the power and authority of Christ Jehovah, we show gratitude for our health, for favor and protection this morning and day. Right now, we command and come in agreement that today anything I speak, touch, seek to do, and accomplish will be blessed. It will manifest to the fullest and flourish. I command joy and success in my life right now. I cut, disengage, and sever and cancel by fire every agreement and contract that was bound to me in the dream state last night. I order all plans null and void by fire. I sever every cord by fire and attachment right now. In the dream state, anyone calling on my spirit, I sever right now in the mighty name of Jehovah. I command every obstacle placed in front of me to be instantly destroyed by fire on every plane of existence. I cancel every orchestrated witchcraft attack and hex conjured by fire, by my kundalini violet flame of my holy fire. I return all spell work today back to the sender. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off right now, burn to ashes and fall to the ground. I return all spell work back to the sender tenfold right now. I command you to go instantly back to the person that sent it. Plant in their energy field and remain permanently stuck to them and do not return to me again. Every and any meeting arranged by anyone in my energy to frustrate my day, catch fire right now and be destroyed and scattered forever and never assemble again. Right now, I destroy you and your evil intentions with my words. Be consumed by my authority in Christ with my kundalini violet flame of my Holy Spirit, which is my holy fire that I invoke with my holy words. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Going forward right now in this day and week, as I anoint myself this morning, I cleanse and remove from my body, from my chakras, from my cellular DNA and nervous system, through all 7 of my energy bodies, on every plane of existence, on the ethereal plane, on the etheric plane, on the astral, mental, physical, and emotional plane, every demonic entity attachment sent toward me, every satanic deposit, every hex, every negative energy. I cleanse and remove every spell, the effects of every energy weapon that was used, every hex cast, every unbalanced, toxic, negative thought and energy. I transmute back into the universe to be alchemized into positive energy right now. I cleanse by fire out of my body, mind, and spirit on every plane through every energy body right now. Let every man, woman, and child that I interface with today and come in contact with today go out of their way and do their best for me. I will see favor today in every area of my life. All things will work together for my good today. I have divine immunity and protection today from all manner of confusion by those that have made me their enemies. Any and everything that I put my energy into today will prosper and be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me will contact, locate, get through, and reach me today. Every door will open for me today. Every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life will be blocked, disabled, stopped, and removed far from me and cast and instantly ejected from my energy and life today with divine intervention. I show and express love and gratitude for my ancestors that came before me of the highest vibration of love, my angels, my guides, my ascended masters, the Most High God, Yeshua, Yahweh, Jehovah, of the highest vibration of love, assigned to protect, block for me and guide me. I thank you and show gratitude for the lessons that help me ascend and look forward to more lessons to help me to further spiritually grow and ascend higher. I now sever all cords and close all energetic portals that no longer serve me and fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power, whole and sane. Through ancestral lines, I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea, I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be, Ashe. Y'all, real quick, y'all don't forget to have gratitude. Even if you don't have the kind of car that you would like, even if you're not in the station or position of your life you want to be in, even if you're not living where you want to live, be grateful that you got eyes to see and you don't need somebody to come and grab your elbow and help you cross the street. Be grateful that you can hear and you have the ability to speak and express yourself. Be grateful that you have a mind where you can comprehend and understand things and be intelligent enough to do your own bills and handle your own business, and you're not delayed and you don't need assistance. Be grateful that you even have the health to get up on your 2 feet and go to the store to buy the things that you need for your hygiene, for your food, so you can eat, to go take care of what you need to take care of for your transportation, even if you don't have a car. Diamond in the back, sunroof top, gangster lean, gangster white walls. Be grateful, brothers and sisters. Listen to me. They wanted me to remind some of you all, whether you have transportation or not, whether you're working the job you want or not, whether your life is hard or not. It could be a lot harder if you don't have your health. Think about how much harder your life would be right now if you had to wait for somebody to come and wipe your ass for you or come bathe you, and going through a recession and inflation. And then think of losing that support and having to do it on your own. If you needed someone to aid you to even walk, to dress, to put on your clothes, you have the lung, a lot of you all have the lung capacity. Some people don't even have that, to go up and down the steps to your apartment where you live. You have the health to walk to get to your destination if you can't ride the bus, catch a cab, Uber, or do whatever else. There are people that don't even have that, okay? Be grateful for your health. Health is the most important thing, because without it, you would need somebody by your side at all times, and you would have to find someone you can trust at all times. Be grateful that you're in good health. It's something, I see people all the time, that don't have the use of their legs and also don't have a wheelchair because they can't afford one. And they might live in a place that the government might not give wheelchairs out or have a healthcare plan in place for them to help them. If you're born with a handicap or your family doesn't have money and you get in an accident, tough luck. You better hope somebody loves you. You better hope you have a supportive family. Because if you don't, it's like the animal world. Only the strong survive. Survival of the fittest. In the animal world, when you have a handicap, what happens? It's survival of the fittest. If you live in a country where the government actually supplies you with insurance, or some kind of help, if you're poor and you need the help because you're blind or handicapped or whatever, you're blessed, because there are places where if you're born with any issue at all or get in an accident and you're poor, you better hope you have someone that loves the hell out of you. Because if you don't, it might be survival of the fittest. So you thank God, however you define God, every day, and feel genuine gratitude in your heart. If you're a person trying to learn how to feel gratitude, feel genuine gratitude when you walk and you don't have a muscle disease and you can carry your own groceries. Be grateful for that. I need to hit the bell on that. Don't be crying about carrying your groceries. Be thanking God and grateful that you don't have a muscle disease where you can't carry your own groceries. I love y'all. This is Love of the Highest Vibration. I am QUAN.